Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time again. It's FIFA scripting time. And this here, guys, wow. This is like, what I got in store here for you guys today. This here is the official EA application with the United States Patent Office. Basically, what EA have done here is that they have decided that scripting, handicapping, whatever you want to call it, is their invention, is their intellectual property, and have placed a patent on it as such. You can find it. This is all the info you need. You can find it on their website, on the U.S. patent website. I had heard about this. I actually looked for this. It was in the ethosphere of the FIFA community. I'd heard about it here and there. But the reason I couldn't find it was because I was the terminology. I was using the wrong terminology because they don't call it scripting. They call it dynamic difficulty adjustment. And I want to send out a shout out to Juan Pablo Gajardo, who I don't know how long it must have taken him to find this, but big shout out to him because this here, contrary to popular belief, contrary to what all the YouTubers and pros try to convince, their subscribers that, oh no, all we need is just somebody to wave a magic wand and we're gonna fix the servers and we're gonna fix the gameplay and the mechanics and everything will be no. The problem is deeper, and they're not gonna tell you that, because all the YouTubers, they just want to go work for EA, suck on EA's tit, and the pros like Nepenthes are obviously paid agents of EA, and people like even like outcast pros like Kurt won't even mention scripting because they all know where the line is drawn with EA. You can't even mention the S word. You can't mention the S word, and all they're doing to their viewers, all they're doing to subscribe, it's just lying to them. They've been lying to you, but you guys are lucky because I will never lie to you. Never. The problem with the FIFA community is the FIFA community itself, because our leaders, all the people with all the subscribers and all the influence, they're not going to tackle the real problem, the real issue, and this is it right here. This is a full description of everything we've talked about on my channel. Everything. They explain it in detail here. I like this right here. It says look at this. The difficulty adjustment is undetectable by a user. Yeah, right. Are they really that stupid? I mean, come on. This is a pretty hefty document. I'm not gonna go into every page, but there's a few areas of interest that I feel you guys should be made aware of. So this is how it works. They kind of show you the schematic of how the process works. You can see here, like, it's just like, let me see here, let me get back in here, and, there's an area here that I found so interesting, because I made a video about it. See right here, receive historical data comprising user interaction data for a number of users of a video game. I made a video about that, how, like, they wanted to install something on your Xbox, like to receive your statistical data to better script. Well, I hate being right, guys, but yep. That's exactly why they wanted the stats in your console to basically better scripting. That's all that they've been doing. There's a whole bunch of really interesting stuff here, guys. I mean, there really is. Identify a set of users for a video game, etc., etc., etc. I mean, this is just so blatant, like EA has no shame anymore at all. EA, you guys are a bunch of fucking liars. You're a bunch of fucking liars, dude. Why you gotta lie? I don't know. Why you gotta lie? You really, like, it's everybody already knows about this fucking shit. Just because your mouthpieces don't come out and talk about it doesn't mean that we don't know about it. Like. This is amazing here. Software developers typically desire for their software to engage users for as long as possible. The longer a user is engaged with the software, the more likely that the software will be successful. Yeah, that's a shout out to all the noobs out there that like, you know, the casuals. You know what I mean? Got to keep the casuals happy, and that right there just proves it 100%. The relationship between yeah, you see, I mean, it's just, this is so much bullshit on so many levels. I mean, look, they talk about parameter. Moreover, generating the parameter function may include at least accessing a set of input data. Everything that we've talked about on my channel about how the scripting works, it's all there. There's so many variables. How long you play the game, how your style of playing. Do you like playing with the high line? Do you like pushing back? Like everything that we've talked about. You know, like if you've just gone to a new up a division, you know, like they put some monkey wrenches in your way. You know, you go for 6-7 games where you're just like untouchable, and 6-7 games where like absolutely nothing goes your way. It's all here. It's all here. Everything we've ever talked about on my channel, it's all here. There's just so much interesting I've been reading this for like the past week because I just found this riveting. I mean, you know, this is like, I made a video, right, where like they made a reference in the user agreement, right, where there are systems in place to level the playing field. But this goes even further than that. There's officially FIFA is officially dead. There is no there's so many interesting. Let me see if I can find. Okay, this part right here is really interesting because they talk about knobs. What we were talking about, remember 90 pace players, you know, like being caught up like nothing by like slow as fuck center backs with a pace of like 50 or 60. They mention it right here. These knobs in where is it? Here, it should be understood that knobs, sometimes referred to as levers, are not limited to seeds, but can include any type of variable that may modify execution of the video game. The system may modify execution of the video game by adjusting any type of knob or lever that can change the video game, and may conduct a knob level analysis of the turn rate. System is not limited to adjusting the knob, etc. So that's what it is right there. They call them knobs, where like, you know, like it's obvious that, you know, that when you see like, you know, a really fast as fuck player being, you know, chased down like nothing but, you know, that's what that is. That's what they're talking about right there. There's just so much other interesting shit here, guys. I mean, I can't get into all of it because it's just like that's, in some cases the video game may include a user interaction history. I mean, it's just all here. It's all here. There's another plate. Where the hell is it? Let me see. Configuration level, like this right here, guys. Check this out. This here, they actually mention FIFA. EA actually goes through the trouble to like actually use the same terminology that everybody uses when it comes to describe FIFA scripting. Look at this here. This is amazing. Another solution that may be used in some types of competitive video games, such as racing games, is to vary the ability of the user or the user's competitor based on the relationship between the user and the user's competitor. For example, supposing that the video game is a racing game, the user's car may be made faster when the user is doing poorly, and may be made slower when the user is doing well. This solution may result in what is sometimes referred to as a rubber band effect, you know, the handicapping. But look at, however, they know it's noticed. This solution is often noticeable. This solution is often noticeable. Let me see if I can get down here. This solution is often noticeable by embodiments disclosed herein. May use a regression mod. This is just like, you know. So from now on, I think this should have been the litmus test in the FIFA community a long time ago. This should have been it right here. This right here, like any other litmus test in any other discipline. You know, do you believe in climate change? Are you an idiot? Do you believe in vaccinations? Are you an idiot? Do you believe in FIFA scripting, or are you an idiot? And so I'm very glad that Juan Pablo sent me this here, because the honest truth is that you know, this pretty much exposes all the YouTubers, all the pros and all the YouTubers that try to convince their, you know, their subscribers. Oh yeah, no, it's no the bad engineering. You know, the bad everything that's bad about it, because the game is bad, but everything that's bad about it is because of this right here, because of scripting, not because of the bad engineering, not because not because it's kickoff. You know, that's what I'm hearing now. Like whenever the kickoff goal, oh well, that's just kickoff. You know, that's everybody knows when you score a goal, your defenders turn to shit. I mean, that's just kickoff. Or OP. Oh, that's just OP. No, this is bullshit. They're just bullshitting, the FIFA community. So I'm glad that this here will finally expose all the YouTubers that say, oh, no, it's just bad engineering. No. But I'll leave the document here. I'll provide the link so you guys can go in there and take a good look at it. Because it is really, really interesting. This here, I think this here is the final nail in FIFA's coffin. EA has no shame. You guys already know, as I've been saying for so long, EA Sports, it's in the script.